The objective of the labor inspection is to further strengthen the implementation of the visitorial and enforcement powers under the Labor Code as renumbered towards securing a higher level of compliance with labor laws and standards and ensuring continuity and sustainability of compliance at workplaces. For this purpose, the Department of Labor and Employment delegates this function to the regional offices with the issuance of a list of labor inspectors who are given the authority of conduct inspection, which covers all private establishments, including their branches and workplaces in the regions. The regional offices, through the labor inspectors, enforce labor laws and social legislation through the conduct of routine inspection, complaint inspection, and occupational safety and health investigation. Upon the discretion of the Secretary, special inspections may be conducted as may be deemed necessary. With the provision for mobile devices and gadgets, the DOLE developed an inspection management information system. An important feature of the system is data capture and transmittal from the field in real time, as an electronic checklist is filled up through the use of mobile devices and gadgets. Data are instantly available for viewing and processing to generate reports, statistics, and summons, including real-time monitoring of decent work indicators based on the country's decent work profile. The establishment report system was created to streamline the documents and reports required from establishments in the private sector. Several administrative requirements will be submitted through this site as a central platform. Through this system, employers no longer need to physically submit establishment reports to DOLE, since reportorial requirements can be completed remotely through the ERS. There are various types of report that can be submitted through the establishment report system. These are telecommuting report, job displacement report, flexible work, 13th month report, employer's work accident or illness report, and request for safety seal. The establishment report system ensures the safety of the employees of DOLE and its clients by minimizing the risk of contracting the COVID-19, since the need for physical contact has been removed in this process. objective of the labor inspection is to further strengthen the implementation of the visitorial and enforcement powers under the Labor Code as renumbered towards securing a higher level of compliance with labor laws and standards and ensuring continuity and sustainability of compliance at workplaces. For this purpose, the Department of Labor and Employment delegates this function to the regional offices with the issuance of a list of labor inspectors who are given the authority of conduct inspection, which covers all private establishments, including their branches and workplaces in the regions. The regional offices, through the labor inspectors, enforce labor laws and social legislation through the conduct of routine inspection, complaint inspection, and occupational safety and health investigation. Upon the discretion of the Secretary, special inspections may be conducted as may be deemed necessary. With the provision for mobile devices and gadgets, the DOLE developed an inspection management information system. An important feature of the system is data capture and transmittal from the field in real time, as an electronic checklist is filled up through the use of mobile devices and gadgets. Data are instantly available for viewing and processing to generate reports, statistics, and summons, including real-time monitoring of decent work indicators based on the country's decent work profile. The Establishment Report System was created to streamline the documents and reports required from establishments in the private sector. Several administrative requirements will be submitted through this site as a central platform. Through this system, employers no longer need to physically submit establishment reports to DOLE since reportorial requirements can be completed remotely through the ERS. There are various types of report that can be submitted through the establishment report system. These are telecommuting report, job displacement report, flexible work, 13th month report, employer's work accident or illness report, and request for safety seal. The establishment report system ensures the safety of the employees of DOLE and its clients by minimizing the risk of contracting the COVID-19, since the need for physical contact has been removed in this process.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Welcome back to another episode of Webinar Wednesdays, brought to you by the Department of Labor and Employment Bureau of Working Conditions. So today, September 6, 2023, we are now on our 10th episode of Webinar Wednesdays, which is all about Introduction to DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. I am Alex Bergado and I will be your moderator for this afternoon's webinar. Ngayon, atin pong simulan ang ating webinar sa isang panalangin. Magandang hapon ho muli sa lahat ng ating listeners ho, no? From Facebook Live, pa-heart react ho tayo. And also our listeners from the BWC website. Salamat ho for joining us this afternoon. Some reminders lang po before we start. If you're not following our Facebook page yet, please do so po, no? Our Facebook page is BWC 1949. Para po maging updated po tayo sa lahat po ng issuances, announcements, and activities of the Bureau of Working Conditions and the Department of Labor and Employment. Pero bago ho ang lahat, magsimula ho tayo sa ating event ho this afternoon with a short prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Father in heaven, always merciful and giver of life, we humbly ask that you bless each one of us, from the speakers, program committees, and participants. Lord, today, as we start our webinar, may we always be grateful to learn new things. May we retain the invaluable knowledge and learning experiences that we derive from this webinar. Shed the light of your wisdom and bless each one, especially our speakers, as they will share their knowledge to our participants. We pray that you bless all the communities in charge, that they fulfill their tasks responsibly, that the objectives they may set may all be achieved. May we ask for your blessing and divine providence that the webinar set for his undertaking be successful and effective. Thank you for the infinite blessings and countless opportunities. Through your mercy and grace, may peace and utmost understanding shine and dwell unto us. Your generous blessings would mean the success of this webinar. We know that without it, we can do nothing. May we be the living witnesses of your genuine love through the implementation of the knowledge acquired through this webinar. This we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, welcome po muli sa ating lahat. Muli, kindly like and share po nitong ating live webinar and please use the hashtag Webinar Wednesday. So muli, that is hashtag Webinar Wednesdays. So you may also share this link with your colleagues, friends, and family para mas marami pa po tayong magkaroon ng dagdag kaalaman. Muli, please follow ho our Facebook page, BWC 1949, para maging updated po tayo sa issuances, announcements, and activities na inilalabas ng Bureau of Working Conditions at ng Department of Labor and Employment. For queries and inquiries, kindly use the comment section of our Facebook Live, and these will be addressed by our resource speaker after the lecture po, no? So ngayon po, magkaroon lang ho tayo ng ilang katanungan para po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers. So magtungo lamang ho tayo sa isang online tool na slido.com. So maaari po tayong magbukas po ng panibagong tab sa ating mga computer screens at pumunta ho tayo sa slido.com. Okay ho, no? And then, you may join ho our poll sa hashtag 9247600. So muli ang ating code ay hashtag 9247600. So kung kayo naman ho ay naka-mobile phone, please feel free to use our QR code. Okay, so may ilang questions lamang ho tayo ho, no? Okay ho. So first question, what is your gender? So ang options po natin ay male, female, LGBTQ, and prefer not to say. Muli, ang first question ho natin para sa ating listeners, what is your gender? So majority ho ng ating attendees for today's lecture ay female at 54%. Welcome ho sa ating lahat. Male at 38%. Number 3, LGBTQ++ at 5%. Prefer not to say at 0% po. Next po tayo na question. Question number 2. So what is the employment size of your company? Our options are large, medium, small, and micro. Question number 2, muli ho. What is the employment size of your company? So majority ho sa ating listeners and attendees ay from large establishments. So our large establishments, 49% ho ng ating listeners. Medium at 27%. Small at 24%. Micro at 4%. So welcome ho muli sa ating lahat na nakikinig ho sa ating webinar Wednesdays. Question number 3. So last question ho tayo. From what sector or industry are you? So question number 3. From what sector or industry are you? Okay ho, no? So the results are coming in. Majority po ng ating listeners ay nasa manufacturing na industry. Okay, admin and support din po, 40%. Manufacturing, 32%. Construction at 14%. Wholesale and retail at 6%, accommodation and food services at 5%, and fishing at 0%. So that is all ho, no, for our short event before ho sa ating discussion. Maraming salamat ho sa nag-participate. And now ho, we proceed to our discussion. Main topic ho natin for this afternoon, which is the introduction to DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. So please allow me to introduce our speaker. Our speaker is a Labor and Employment Officer 3 assigned at the Program Management and Technical Support Services Division of the Bureau of Working Conditions of DOLE. Let us all welcome the ever-pogi Mr. Joseph Ivan G. Rodriguez.
So ayan po ma'am, thank you po for that introduction, Ma'am Alex. So react naman po ako if loud and clear po yung aking audio. So ayan, thank you po. Isang maganda at mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagsama ninyo sa aming hashtag Webinar Wednesdays. Muli ako po si Joseph Ivan Rodriguez, ang inyong presenter sa hapon na ito. Ang topic po natin ngayon ay Introduction to DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. So bago po tayo magsimula, ay meron lamang po akong katanungan sa inyo. Sino po sa inyo ang may idea o narinig na po ang Technical Advisory Services ng DOLE? Pa-heart react naman po sa ating FB Live viewers. So ayan, meron na po tayong mangilan-ilan na may idea o nakarinig na po sa ating DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. So narito po tayo ngayon upang mas palawakin po ang inyong kaalaman patungkol sa DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. So simulan na po natin. So noong April 12, 2023 ay napirmahan ng ating minamahal na kalihim, Secretary Bienvenido E. Laguesma ang DO 238 Series of 2023 o ang Rules on the Administration and Enforcement of Labor Standards pursuant to Article 128 of the Labor Code of the Philippines as renumbered and Republic Act Number 11058 o ang tinatawag nating New Inspection Rules. Ito ay na-publish noong April 14, 2023 at naging epektibo noong April 29, 2023. So mula po dun sa DO238 natin, under Rule 3, Section 1, mayroon po tayong tatlong administration and enforcement approaches. Una po dito ang labor inspection. Ikalawa ay ang occupational safety and health investigation. At ang ikatlo po ay ang technical and advisory visit. So dito po tayo mag-focus sa topic ngayon, which is yung technical and advisory visit or yung tinatawag po nating TAV. Ano po ba yung technical and advisory visit or yung TAV? So ang legal basis po ng TAV ay ang DO238, which is yung nabanggit ko po kanina. At dito po na-introduce bilang isa sa mga programa ng DOLE. Ano nga ba ang TAV? So base po sa datos na aming nakalap mula sa Labor Inspection Program ng DOLE, karamihan sa mga micro-establishments ay nahihirapang mag-comply o sumunod sa mga labor standards gaya ng General Labor Standards patungkol sa wages and wages-related benefits and Occupational Safety and Health Standards patungkol sa pagpapanatili ng kaligtasan at kalusugan ng mga manggagawa sa loob ng pagawaan. Kung kaya naman po naisip ng DOLE na i-reintroduce at i-revise ang TAV. Ang layunin ng TAV ay upang mabigyan ng assistance ang ating mga micro-establishments upang maging compliant po sa ating labor laws at occupational safety and health standards at maging sustainable at productive na establishmento. Kaakibat din po nito ay ang layuning mailipat sila sa formal na ekonomiya na mas kumikita at mas may kakayahang makipagkompetensya sa ibang mga establishmento. Kaunting trivia lang po, bakit nga ba siya tinawag na technical and advisory visit? So ito ay dahil nagbibigay ito ng technical assistance through different advisories and different platforms. Ano naman ang may tutulong ng programang TAV sa mga employers o may-ari ng maliliit na negosyo? Katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, matutulungan ang mga employers na makapag-comply sa mga labor standards. Mas lalawak po ang kaalaman ng employer sa pagpapatakbo at pagpapanatili ng maayos, ligtas at maginhawang lugar pagawaan. Matutulungan din silang mas maka-attract ng mas maraming empleyado dahil sila ay compliant o sumusunod sa mga benepisyo na dapat ibigay sa isang empleyado. At maiiwasan ang pagkakaroon ng mataas na kaso ng pagkakasakit o aksidente at mas makakatipid sa gastusin ng employer dahil sila ay compliant o sumusunod sa OSH standards. Ano naman ang may tutulong ng programang TAV sa mga empleyado? Matutulungan silang mabigyan ng isang masaya, malusog at panatag na lugar pagawaan ang mga empleyado dahil sa kanilang employer ay sumusunod sa mga labor standards gaya ng General Labor Standards at Occupational Safety and Health Standards. So kanina ko pa po binabanggit ang micro-establishments. Sino-sino nga ba ang micro-establishments at sino-sino ang target na participants ng TAV? Ayon po sa datos mula sa Philippine Statistics Authority o PSA, mayroong humigit kumulang 1 million micro-establishments sa buong Pilipinas. So sa labor inspection framework po, ang micro-establishment ay defined bilang establishmentong may 1 hanggang 9 na empleyado. Ito po ay despite kung ano ang kanilang kapital o puhunan. Ang ating TAV naman ay magpo-focus sa tinatawag na community-based micro-establishments o yung katulad ng mga barberya, sari-sari store, karinderya, bakery o yung mga tindahang nasa community. Sila po ang prioridad na matulungan ng DOLE na mabigyan ng technical assistance sa pamamagitan ng programang TAV. Pa-heart react naman po ako sa mga viewers natin na mayroong 1 to 9 employees. So, para naman po sa mga viewers natin na hindi nabibilang sa micro-establishments or may higit 9 na empleyado sa kanilang establishmento, ay maaari nyo naman pong i-share ang information na ito sa mga kilala nyo pong establishments upang mas marami pa po ang maka-attend, makaalam at matulungan ng programang ito ng DOLE. Sino-sino nga ba ang magsasagawa ng TAV? Or sino yung mga authorized to conduct technical and advisory visit? Nariyan po ang ating mga labor inspectors at ang ating mga assistant labor inspectors. Sila po ay mga empleyado ng Department of Labor and Employment. Narinig nyo po yung word na inspector. So wag po kayong matakot sa ating mga masisipag at mababait na inspector dahil nandyan po sila hindi para manita o magpataw ng parusa, bagkus ay upang matulungan kayo na mapadali ang pag-comply sa ating labor standards at occupational safety and health standards at mabigyan ng mga kinakailangang pangtulong sa pamamagitan po ng pag-access ng ibang mga programa at serbisyo ng DOLE. Paano ba ma-avail ang programang TAV? So ito po yung TAV invitation letter. Ang aming pong mga DOLE regional, provincial or field offices ay namamahagi sa mga establishmento ng invitation letter via email or sila po ay nagpupunta mismo sa mga establishmento po ninyo. Sa bandang dulo po ng letter, naka-indicate yung ating tatlong TAV modalities, kung saan tayo po ay mamimili kung paano tayo a-attend ng TAV. Meron po tayong tatlong TAV modalities. Una po dito ay ang online, ikalawa ay ang hybrid, at ang ikatlo po ay ang on-site. So unahin po natin i-discuss yung online. Ang online po, ang mga micro-establishment ay maaaring mag-enroll sa isang self-paced technical and advisory modules through our learning management system. So ang establishmento po ay maaaring mag-register sa pamamagitan po ng ating TAV portal. Ang website po ay ang tav.dole.gov.ph. And kung naka-receive naman po kayo ng invitation letter, sa itaas na sa kanang bahagi po, ay meron pong naka-indicate na QR code. Maaari nyo po itong i-scan at i-redirect na po kayo nito sa ating TAV portal. Kung kayo naman po ay naka-receive ng invitation letter, meron pong naka-indicate na invitation code po doon at maaari nyo po itong ilagay sa ating TAV portal po at makakapasok na po kayo sa ating TAV portal. So, atin pong i-discuss ay panoorin itong video na ito. So, mag-open lang po tayo ng browser at i-type ang tav.dole.gov.ph at pindutin po ang ating button and pwede po nating i-insert doon yung invitation code. Kung wala naman po kayong invitation code ay maaari po kayong mag-register dito. Once po na nakapasok na po kayo, makikita niyo po ang iba't ibang mga modules. Nariyan po ang General Labor Standards, ang Occupational Safety and Health Standards, nariyan na rin po ang checklist, at meron po tayong 10 questions para sa quiz. So, baka po sabihin niyo ang dami naman po nung modules, so baka matagalan po kayo ng pag-accomplish. Pinadali po namin yung way ng pagdi-discuss po ng ating mga lessons. So, gumawa po kami ng mga audio-visual presentations para po mas madaling matutunan ng ating mga micro-establishments. Kailangang matapos po ng establishment ang mga module sa loob ng isang buwan, simula nang sila ay mag-register. So ay kalawa naman po nating TAV modality ay ang hybrid. Maaari pong umattend ang mga establishments sa pamamagitan ng online platforms gaya ng Google Meet, Zoom, Skype, at iba pa. Para naman po doon sa hybrid, makikita po natin yung details po doon sa invitation letter na binigay po sa atin. Makikita po natin doon yung invitation link kung saan po tayo a-attend na online platform. At ang ikatlo po na TAV modality ay ang on-site. So ang mga DOLE regional, field, and provincial offices po ay nagkakandak ng on-site or face-to-face orientation for the technical and advisory services kung saan po pwedeng umattend ang ating mga micro-establishments. Sa invitation letter po ay makikita ang mga detalye kung saan po gaganapin ang TAV, anong oras, at kung kailan po. Tulad po sa online, i-discuss din po ng ating mga labor inspector at assistant labor inspector ang mga TAV modules sa on-site. Maaari rin po silang mag-present ng kanilang mga PowerPoint presentation upang mai-discuss po ng mabuti ang mga modules po. So ang mga modules po natin ay yung course introduction and overview, general labor standards, occupational safety and health standards, child and family welfare, productivity toolbox, and visit checklist and action plan. Ito naman po yung ating TAV checklist. So matapos po ang discussion ay kasunod po nito ay ang pag-fill out ng TAV checklist. Hihingin lamang po dito ang inyong brief information ng inyong micro-establishment at kung Halimbawa po sa mga tanong dito ay kung ilang araw po pumapasok ang inyong empleyado sa isang linggo. Whether 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days po. And then kung nagbibigay po ba kayo ng 13th month pay or nagpo-provide po ba kayo ng SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig coverage sa mga empleyado po ninyo. And mayroon po ba kayong mga employment records gaya ng payroll, daily time record or DTR, authority to render overtime work, application for leave, and company policy. At kapag naman po may compliance gap kayo, ang susunod na fill outan ay ang action plan. Sa pag-accomplish ng action plan, kayo po ay i-assist ng ating mga labor inspector at assistant labor inspector. Halimbawa po, si establishment ay may compliance gap sa pagkakaroon ng safety officer or first aider. Ang action plan po ay maglalaman ng intervention para po matugunan ang compliance gap. Kayo po ay i-refer ng ating mga inspector sa Occupational Safety and Health Center or OSHC para mag-undergo ng training for safety officer or first aider ang inyong mga may-ari ng kumpanya or yung mga company representative po. Ang Department of Labor and Employment ay masayang magbibigay ng tulong at assistance sa mga establishments na mayroong compliance gaps. Kung kaya't ito ang ilan sa mga referrals na maaaring ibigay ng kagawaran sa mga establishments na may compliance gap. Ang TAV assistance po na ibinibigay ng DOLE ay libre po. Wala pong bayad na hinihingi sa mga establishmento. Una na po dito ang assistance mula sa Bureau of Workers with Special Concerns or BWSC, assistance under DILP. Ang assistance po na ito ay maaari po kayong maging beneficiary ng livelihood program ng DOLE na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo sa pagpapalago ng inyong negosyo. Meron po tayong sinusundan na mga requirements at proseso na isasagawa po ng DOLE Regional Office na nakakasakop sa inyong lugar paggawa. Sumunod naman po dito ay ang mula sa National Wages and Productivity Commission or NWPC, productivity training, katulad na lang po ng STEVE values, Productivity 101, 7S of Good Housekeeping, and Green My Enterprise. Ikatlo po ay mula sa Occupational Safety and Health Center or OSHC. Maaari pong magbigay ng training para sa Safety Officer 1 at First Aid Training in coordination with the Philippine Red Cross or PRC. Mula naman po sa Employees Compensation Commission or ECC, access to compensation programs of affected micro-establishment employees. Katulad na lamang po ng pagkakaroon ng claims kapag na-aksidente ang empleyado sa lugar paggawa. Ayan, katulad po sa SSS, Pag-ibig at PhilHealth, maaari rin po kayong i-refer sa SSS, Pag-ibig at PhilHealth kung sakaling may compliance gap ang establishment ninyo sa pagbibigay ng coverage at pagre-remit ng SSS, Pag-ibig at PhilHealth benefits ng inyong mga empleyado. Upang kayo po ay maka-attend sa aming mga scheduled TAV, narito po ang mga petsa at lugar kung saan magkakaroon ng TAV ang bawat rehiyon sa buong Pilipinas. Ito po ay maaaring mabago pa kung kaya't makipag-ugnayan din sa kanilang opisina para sa pinaka-updated na schedule. Para po sa National Capital Region, maaari nyo pong picturean or screen capture po yung mga schedules po natin. For Cordillera Administrative Region or CAR, for Regionals Office 1 and 3, for Regional Office number 4A or Calabarzon, for Regional Office 4B or Mimaropa and Regional Office 5, for Regional Office 6 and 7, Regional Office 8 and 9, and Regional Office 10, 11, and 12. Kung sakali naman po na hindi po kayo available sa mga nabanggit na petsa, maaari po kayong makipag-ugnayan sa aming mga DOLE regional, provincial, or field offices na nakakasakop sa inyong lugar pagawaan. Narito po ang mga contact details ng aming mga opisina. Para po sa National Capital Region, maaari nyo rin pong bisitahin ng kanilang website na ncr.dole.gov.ph. For Cordillera Administrative Region, for Regional Office 1, Regional Office 2, Regional Office number 3, Regional Office 4A, Mimaropa, Regional Office 5, Regional Office 6, Regional Office 7, Regional Office number 8, Regional Office number 9, Regional Office number 10, Regional Office number 11, Regional Office number 12, at Caraga. Tandaan, ang mga manggagawa ay mas engaged, productive, at masaya sa isang compliant na establishment. So muli, maraming salamat po at sana po ay meron kayong natutunan.
Alright. Thank you po, Sir Ivan, for that very informative and meaningful discussion on the introduction to DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. Now we will begin to answer some of the questions po submitted for today's discussion. So please be reminded po, maaari pa po tayong mag-submit ng questions through our comment section. Okay ho, so kung may questions ho tayo, i-enter lang ho natin. Huwag ho tayong mahiyang i-enter ho sa ating chat box po, no? Para ho masagot ho ni Mr. Sir Ivan ho ang atin ho mga questions. At nang magabayan ho tayo regarding ho sa conduct of TAV. Okay ho, so muli sa mga hindi pa ho nagpa-follow ho habang naghihintay ho tayo ng questions po, no? Sa mga hindi pa ho nagpa-follow ng ating Facebook page ng Bureau of Working Conditions. Ang atin pong Facebook page ay BWC 1949. So please share din ho ang ating Facebook page with your colleagues, friends, and family para mas marami ho tayong magkaroon ho ng information at kaalaman, lalo na ho patungkol ho dito sa ating topic for today. Ito ang ating introduction to DOLE Technical and Advisory Services. So thank you muli ho sa lahat ho ng nakikinig ho sa atin. Welcome ho sa lahat ng ating 326 na Facebook Live listeners. Sa lahat din ho ng sumusubaybay sa ating Webinar Wednesdays ho through our BWC website. Welcome ho sa inyo. Welcome ho sa ating lahat. If you have questions po, input lang ho natin sa ating chat box para ho masagot po ni Sir Ivan. Okay, so we go to our question and answer portion for today's or this afternoon's discussion. Question number 1 po for Sir Ivan. Question number 1, what are the establishments classified as micro?
So ito po yung mga establishmento na meron pong 1 to 9 workers.
Okay, well, thank you, Sir Ivan. We proceed po to the next question, question number 2. So how would we know that we need to register for TAV?
So upon receipt po ng invitation letter from DOLE, you already need to register for TAV. However, you may voluntarily register for the self-paced module through the tav.dole.gov.ph. You may also express your intent of availing TAV by visiting the nearest DOLE office to your establishment.
Okay, so thank you, Sir Ivan, for that. Now we proceed to our next question. Question number 3. Ano ang kaibahan ng TAV sa inspection?
So ang TAV po is a labor administration and enforcement approach that is developmental in nature by providing the necessary technical assistance based on compliance gaps and building the capacity of community-based microenterprises towards sustainable compliance with general labor standards and occupational safety and health standards. It covers only those classified as micro-establishments o yung mga 1 to 9 employees po. On the contrary, the labor inspection is an approach that is more of regulatory in nature, wherein the labor inspectors assess the compliance of an establishment with the GLS and OSH standards and direct the same to implement corrective measures should there be non-compliance. The persistent non-compliance thereof may cause the imposition of penalties.
Thank you, Sir Ivan. We proceed to our next question. Question number 4. Are the TAVs intended for the community or barangay-based establishments?
So ang TAV po is designed to assist microestablishments to comply labor standards. Microestablishments po, may it be a community or barangay-based or not, should have between 1 to 9 workers.
Okay ho. So question number 5, next question ho tayo. Ano pong livelihood assistance ang pwede hong ma-access under the TAV?
So based po on the assessment and nature of business, the qualified microestablishments may be given livelihood kits in the amount of 10,000 to 30,000 depending on the project requirements. This amount shall be used to purchase raw materials and equipment that will be used in the furtherance of the microestablishment's existing business.
Okay ho. Next question po tayo. Question number 6. Hindi po ako naka-attend sa schedule na nakalagay sa invitation na na-receive ko. Pwede pa rin po ba akong mag-attend sa ibang schedule?
Yes, pwede po. Mangyari lamang po na tumawag tayo sa DOLE Regional, Provincial, or Field Office na nakakasakop po sa ating establishmento.
Okay. So next question po tayo. Question number 7. Nawala ko po yung invitation code para sa online TAV. So saan ko po ito pwedeng mahingi or makuha?
Maaari nyo pong tawagan ng ating mga DOLE Regional, Field, or Provincial Offices na nagbigay po ng TAV invitation sa inyo at manghingi po uli kayo ng kopya ng invitation code para sa online TAV.
Okay ho. So question number 8, I think last question na po natin ito. May nagkwento sa akin na hindi siya nag-attend ng TAV kahit 2 beses na siyang naimbitahan. So meron po bang kaparusahan iyon?
So ayon po sa DO 238 series of 2023, kapag ang isang establishmento ay hindi naka-attend ng TAV despite receiving 2 invitations, ay maaari po siyang masubject for inspection. Pero gaya po ng sinabi ko, ang layunin po talaga ng TAV ay magbigay po ng technical assistance at matulungan po ang mga micro-establishment.
Okay ho. So I think no further questions ho tayo for now. Ho, no? I think sa Facebook Live may mga humabol ho. So kung may karagdagan ho tayong mga katanungan, you may send us an email through askbwc@gmail.com po. Muli, that is askbwc@gmail.com. or you may call the DOLE hotline 1349. So if for any questions you may have, please send us an email or call the DOLE hotline 1349. So maraming salamat po muli to Sir Ivan ho, no, for answering all our questions and for today's very informative discussion. Pa-heart react po tayo sa mga nasa Facebook Live. Okay ho. So with this ho, no, maraming salamat po muli sa lahat po ng sumubaybay sa ating Webinar Wednesdays for today, September 6, 2023. So please also stay tuned for the upcoming episodes of our hashtag Webinar Wednesdays via the Facebook page of the Bureau of Working Conditions, muli BWC 1949, or our website at bwc.dole.gov.ph. So reminders lang ho ng ating calendar of Webinar Wednesdays for the rest of September. So next week ho, September 13 is episode 11. Ang topic ho natin is alternative work arrangements. For September 20 naman ho, episode 12, our topic will be gender equality in the workplace. And finally, for the last week of September, September 27, will be episode 13, workplace policies and programs on tuberculosis. So we hope you can join us no, for more informative lectures brought to you by the Bureau of Working Conditions and the Department of Labor and Employment. So now we come to the close of today's episode of BWC's hashtag Webinar Wednesdays. On behalf of the Department of Labor and Employment, Bureau of Working Conditions, and our presenter for today, Mr. Joseph Ivan G. Rodriguez, maraming salamat ho for joining us and have a great rest of your day. Maraming salamat ho and paalam.